All right, so now we'll be going over the parts of the piston body or the cylinder, whichever one you want to call
This is known as the end cap. It's used to pretty much keep the bottom of the piston together. It also contains an O-ring and two sealers right on each side of the O-ring, and that's to help keep the fluid inside of the system. Another thing I would like to mention are these service ports on the end caps. These are to help keep the direction of the flow when you want to put the oil back through the return line when you're done operating it. Next, we have essentially the same thing as the end cap, except this time this has a clevis on it, and this can be used to pretty much attach it to wherever you want to place the piston on the system. Say if you want to put it on like a board to display for a class or something, you can hook it up on there. That clevis is what it's used for. This is known as the actual piston itself. This is a double acting piston used to pretty much move the oil in and out if you have the whole entire piston connected to like a valve body or a valve switch. And that's what allows it to be double acting. Just like the end caps, this also has an O-ring of its own, and that's also to help keep the oil inside the system and keep out dirt and debris. You don't want that stuff in the system that'll easily mess it up. These are sealer plugs. Obviously, as the name suggests, they're used to plug up the ports that are on the end cap, and that also closes off another passageway for the debris and contaminants to enter through. Again, you don't want that in your piston. That'll easily cause it to start malfunctioning and start it to do things like floating, and you really don't want that at all. So it's best to just avoid the whole situation, and that's what those are there for. These are just some regular screws that'll, once you have the whole entire piston built up together, they pretty much do what they can to assist the end caps in keeping the entire piston held together. This thing right here is the piston body itself. This is where the piston rod would fit into, and that's where all the hydraulic oil and all the fluids and all that stuff, that's where it would stay. Another thing I would like to mention is the piston body itself. I believe it can also be referred to as the piston casing. After all, it is pretty much a case or a container that pretty much holds the hydraulic fluid so that nothing spills out. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please just leave them down below in the comments. I'll do my best to get to them and do research if necessary. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.